Hey all, this is Martin from How to Make Mobile Games. Today's video is part 6 of the 2D platformer game which I've been doing a developer diary series of. And today's date, just to keep track, is May the 7th, 2013. And I think I started this video probably 3 weeks ago, sometime in April 2013. So just to give you guys an idea of how long I've been working on this game, sort of part-time. Not 12 or 16 hours a day or anything like this. It's been a little bit of, some days I am focusing more on it, some days a little bit less, but it's roughly part-time that I'm working on it. So let me find my notes. The latest update. So I added more levels, including a very tough one, and I need to add more easier levels. I did a couple of more different style of levels, some with some platforms moving, some with more of the spinny saw things, and I'm going to jump in here and show you. And some I think with these projectiles that maybe you didn't see before. So let me just make this big for you guys. And sorry if the computer wobbles a little bit as I'm pressing this. This is actually on my bed at the moment. So so here we go. This level is pretty difficult. This one has the projectiles here, as you can see on this sort of left-hand side here of the screen, and also this spinning. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to show you this because it's a pretty difficult level. But these spinning bars here as well. This is also a new sort of feature, which is kind of similar to the saws. If you touch them anywhere, you'll die. But they're obviously a lot longer, so it's a different sort of obstacle. The other one, I'll quickly show you the level select screen. I'll talk about in a moment. Level 9. This one is probably the hardest one I've designed so far. Maybe a little bit too hard. I've managed to do it one time just on my Mac. Things on the mobile device, when I play on my Android, it's a lot harder. And what I've had to do is kind of slow things down a little bit. The actual timing of everything is just a touch slower now than it was before. Because before it was just insanely difficult, and it felt like the controls just weren't quite right. So I added in this level as well, and I think one more I might have already shown you. Did I show you number 7 before? No, I didn't. That was one of the levels you've already seen. Maybe number 6. I can't remember which level this was. There we go. So some of these moving platforms as well. So this is a new feature and is very traditional of 2D platforming games. So I think a lot of you who have played, a lot of old school old school console platforming games will feel pretty at home with this. So that's what's happened so far, and I'm trying to get more variety in there. I'm going to add lasers in soon, lasers that sort of home in on the character. Also, the other things that I'm thinking about is kind of homing missiles, and so I've kind of got a lot of inspiration from Super Meat Boy, as I've mentioned before. So updated the level screen as well. So as you just saw, I did the level screen. I went to the level screen then, and I'll go in there right now just to show you. And it's kind of messy at the moment. I've got these 2 big buttons which should be on the mobile device at the bottom left and right. And I was going to have one level per screen. Sort of the number 1 would be a large number 1 here, and then sort of the best times on the right. I might update the level screen later because right now it is a little bit messy, but I've also got to consider that if you're scrolling through, say, 60 levels, it's going to take a long time to tap on the left or the right button to get where you want to go. So that's something I've got to consider, and I might update. I will update this one later, so watch this space. Still deciding on the artwork. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm kind of wondering about, and I'm kind of thinking about how to do that one, and whether I should go more all out and get a lot of artwork in the game, yes or no, or should I keep it very, very simple and very, very minimal? The 2 arguments are, as always, good looking games will get downloaded more and people will enjoy them more as well because they look great. The counter argument is it takes a lot longer to do artwork and it delays things getting into the market. What I could do is I could put the game on the market, or say one market, for example Google Play, and then focus on improving the game and add artwork incrementally as the game goes on, which is pretty normal for a lot of games. You know, they come out with a beta version, then it's already got a lot of artwork in there, of course, but the plan is to always update the game and add new features as things go on. So I'm wondering what you guys think. I'll show you this. I was playing around with some background artwork before, and I think maybe I'd already shown you this previously. Sort of playing around with old sort of 2D retro style hills here and seeing what that kind of looked like when I put them in a 3D perspective. So if I just jump into any level here, I think we should be able to view them okay. So you might be able to see this as I'm sort of jumping around. These hills are on a separate camera in 3D, so they're actually, as you move one of them further away, it does move further, they do move faster, depending on whether they're closer or further away from the background camera. So that's something I've been playing around with and thinking about, and if I should launch it as the game is quite simple already and just have that blue background with very simple platforms. So let me know what you think. I'm curious. I want to know what other developers think out there, and or just players who love to play mobile games. Give me your opinion, because it's always good to hear what other people think about that. So I think here, may publish very early and iterate, get it into the market, and I can track activity. So same thing as what I said there. I'm considering getting this game into the market sooner. As a very basic version with, say, 30 levels. Now, it might not be very, very polished in the artwork side of things, and there'll be a lot of features that I want to add in later on. I've got some interesting ideas that hopefully a lot of people will like. But for now, I'm thinking about getting a basic version and then being able to track how users play it, if it's too easy or too hard, getting good feedback from within the game as well. People can, say, post on a Facebook wall or email me directly or post on the YouTube channel or something like this, and I can start to get feedback and see what people think. And the cool thing is that I think a lot of players will respond quite well to that when they're actually interacting with the developer and saying, you know, oh, cool, they've listened to me and they've changed this point and they've updated it. So that might be the way I might do it. It's very, very indie, but it also allows the game to get into the market very quickly, and it can start making some small revenue before we start to push on the marketing side of things. So, you know, share your thoughts. What do you think about that, good or bad? And I'm interested to know what you all think. Comments and answers. Okay, so let me go to my page. Where was it here? I'm not going to go and open each video. I should be able to find the comments listed in this section of the YouTube here, so it should be easier to answer it that way. So GeekyMe97 again, how you doing? Also at 359 on lines 176 to 177, you could replace your code with my rigid body clamp, blah blah blah. Does the same thing but is shorter and cleaner. Awesome, thank you. I've seen some other code comments from people back and forth on one of the other videos as well. And I think it might have been one of these videos actually, on one of the 2D platformer videos, but thanks so much, really. I know my code is not perfect at all, and there's lots of places I can optimize. I don't even know if my code structure is the way that, say larger development teams would use, because I've never actually worked in a programming team before. I never worked as a programmer or a lead programmer in any other company apart from Cobalt Play, which is my business. So honestly, I don't know if the code works, if my code is clean or not. I doubt it is. But I'd be interested. I'm always interested to see where things might be right or wrong. So, you know, always thanks for that feedback, really. And Geeky again, thanks for taking my suggestion. Oh, for the coins, yeah, I think it was a great idea. Basically, everybody who doesn't know, Geeky had said you should have coins in the game, and then player can collect coins in the levels to unlock later levels, because the game is free. Players collect coins in the game so that they can then unlock later levels. And I think that's a cool way to do it. And I'm trying to balance how many coins are in the level, or if the levels should be, the coins should be very hard to get for each level. And it's kind of similar to the bandages in Super Meat Boy. The bandages are very hard to get, but it should be one of those targets that more hardcore players are aiming to get. You know, they really want to get that coin, so it's a good challenge. So, and all right, Get Bix. Hi Martin, hope you're doing fine. And yes, I was talking about Pop the Fruit game. Sorry, I've tried downloading Amazon, but it's not working in my country, India. The level design looks awesome. Addition of coins is great too, and the best thing is the difficulty for the levels. And thanks, sorry, I've lost where I was at. And thanks a lot for answer my physics issue. I will keep in mind next time I use Unity Physics. Wait for the chart boost and looking forward to more difficult levels. Yeah. So that's the first part. So talking about Pop the Fruit, no problem. If I think GetBix, maybe if I'm wondering what the comment previously was. Maybe if it was if you could post a video of Pop the Fruit onto your channel, that would be awesome. If you do, I'll put the Pop the Fruit description, the Pop the Fruit link to download the video in the description, and then if you upload that on your channel, awesome. Thank you so much if you do that. Just helps us spread the word as always. It's a shame Amazon isn't available in India yet, but I did read recently the Amazon App Store is opening up to like 100 new countries or 80 or 70 new countries or something like that. So pretty soon you should be able to download, all the games on the Amazon App Store. There's a lot of countries. I don't know when it's all happening, but I did notice that China was added to the Amazon App Store listing recently. So the level designs look awesome. I presume that's for the 2D platformer game. If it is, thank you so much. Adding the coins is great, yeah. And difficulty levels, I'm trying to figure this out, whether the difficulty is should I go kind of broad and do like a more games that are the levels are quite simple, or should it be more hardcore for players who really enjoy a challenge? Because to be honest, I'm playing the game more and more on the difficult levels, like that one that you just saw then with the 3 lines of circular saws going round. That one I've been playing a lot because I really enjoy challenging games, like especially hardcore ones. So maybe I'll start off easy with some levels, or should it be hardcore? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, and thanks a lot for the answers for the physics issue. So yeah, you're welcome. Anytime, any questions, let me know. The chart boost thing as well, I was about to mention it in another point. Chart boost, I've tried to do two videos of chart boost, and both of them failed on me. One time was my Mac just crashed, and the second time it wouldn't actually compile, so it was so annoying. So hopefully third time's a charm and I can do a chart boost video, and I might do a very quick one just showing you the chart boost integration into the 2D platformer game, and have that as a separate video for you guys. It's very simple, and hopefully that works for you. So Linry1, hey, I would love to test the game for you. Can't speak. I would love to test the game out for you. Cool, Linry. What I'm thinking of doing is maybe publishing quite soon on the Google Play Market and not having any kind of marketing. So it's kind of like a soft beta launch of the game. And what I'll do is once I do that is I'll put a link and then tell everybody on the YouTube channel and say, hey, the game's available. And then from that point, people can download and then play it. And then what I'll do is I'll continue the developer diaries once the game is actually live and published, so that you guys can also see things like revenue, what's working, what's not working, what's being tracked, like which levels are too hard, how the player what the activity of the player is in the game, and that should give us really good feedback. And then it should be more interesting for the videos as well, because we're actually seeing user data, and you can apply it to your games. So, awesome. As soon as that happens, Linry, I will let you know. I'm just going to pause the video there, guys, and I'm going to start another one so this doesn't go too long. I'll be back in just 1 second.